GySgt Maldonado.
Good morning, Commanders, Senior Enlisted, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Commanding Officer, Marine Wing Support Squadron 373, I'd like to welcome you to the retirement ceremony for Gunnery Sergeant Fred A. Maldonado, United States Marine Corps. Today's ceremony is being executed by the Marines of Marine Wing Support Squadron 373. The commander of troops today is Gunnery Sergeant Parmalee. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the invocation. Let us pray. O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, you are with us through all our days. Even in times of change, you are still God, and we trust in you. I pray today for this dedicated and faithful Marine as he retires. We are grateful for the decades of sacrificial service which he offered on our behalf. He and his family have given themselves for us now. I pray that the years to come might continue to bring them satisfaction and well-being. Go with them and bless them in every new endeavor. Lord, bless us with strength, defend us from harm, and preserve all that we hold dear, that we may continue to serve our community, our nation, and our world in your holy name. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, now taking his position in the reviewing area is the retiring officer. Commanding officer of MWSS 373 is Lieutenant Colonel Bradley W. Ward.
Report. First platoon, all present or accounted for. Second platoon, all present or accounted for. Present. Out. Good afternoon, sir. Command is formed. All present or accounted for. Very well. Order! Out! Marine to be retired in all colors. Center! Out! Halt. Marine to be retired in all colors present.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for honors to our national colors. Attention to orders. United States Marine Corps, Gunnery Sergeant Fred A. Maldonado was transferred this date from the United States Marine Corps to the Fleet Marine Corps Reserve after 20 years of honorable and faithful active service. Dated 31 May 2017, Washington, D.C., signed Robert B. Neller, Commandant of the Marine Corps. Department of the Navy, Certificate of Appreciation for service in the Armed Forces of the United States of America. Gunnery Sergeant Fred A. Maldonado, United States Marine Corps. I extend to you my personal thanks and the sincere appreciation of a grateful nation for your contribution of honorable service to our country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history with a devotion to duty and spirit of sacrifice in keeping with the proud traditions of military service. Your commitment and dedication have been an inspiration for those who will follow in your footsteps and for all Americans who join me today in saluting you for a job extremely well done. My best wishes to you for happiness and success in the future. Signed, Donald J. Trump, Commander-in-Chief. Dear Gunnery Sergeant Maldonado, the Marine Corps has been your occupation and family for many years past, and I am certain the memories, interests, and future of the Corps will remain with you forever. Many desire to attain your accomplished goals, but few can compare to you. You have clearly demonstrated the exceptional leadership qualities and professional contributions we seek of our senior Marines. We are proud, as you must be, of your successful career. As a teacher to young Marines, a source of wise counsel, and as an example of those soldierly virtues we so admire, you have made a mark on the Corps that will remain long after you have left our active ranks. There are many young Marines you have influenced who will carry on in the same fine tradition that has always characterized the United States Marine Corps. You have my best wishes for good health and continued success in the years ahead. Semper Fidelis, signed, Robert B. Neller, Commandant of the Marine Corps. Dear Gunnery Sergeant Maldonado, on the occasion of your retirement, I would like to thank you for your many years of dedicated service to our Corps and selfless sacrifice to our country. You have done a tremendous job and will be missed. Your professionalism, efforts, and endurance have been inspirational during these challenging years and have set the standard for others to follow. As you embark on a new chapter of your life, be extremely proud of all you have accomplished. My wife, Andrea, joins me in wishing you continued success in the future. Always faithful, signed, Ronald L. Green, Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. At this time, Jasmine M. Maldonado will be presented a certificate of appreciation from the commanding officer, MWSS 373, as a small token of appreciation for her continued support. Certificate of appreciation. To all who shall see these presents, greetings. This is to certify that Jasmine M. Maldonado has earned our grateful appreciation for unselfish, faithful, and dedicated service during her father's Marine Corps career. Your unfailing support and understanding helped make possible your father's lasting contribution to the Corps and this command. We fully realize that your support and understanding were not provided without hardship and sacrifice during your father's many tours of duty. Given this 24th day of March in the year of our Lord 2017, signed, Bradley W. Ward, Commanding Officer, Marine Wing Support Squadron 373. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the retiring officer for today, Lieutenant Colonel Bradley W. Ward.
Thanks, Gunner. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, U.S. Marines and sailors, family and friends, thank you for being here today, and a special warm thanks and appreciation to Mr. and Mrs. Maldonado, Freddie and Sally, and of course Jasmine. My conversations with Gunny leaves no doubt that without you all being here today, today just would not have been the same. So really appreciate, Gunny and I both do, you making the long journey from the great state of Florida. So welcome here to all of you. You know, it's no small thing for a young man or woman at such an early age to dedicate their lives to the service of our great nation. Because our service, this profession we're wrapped up in, it's predicated on the notion we willingly and knowingly will lay down our lives in the defense of others. And I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the Maldonado family, no stranger to sacrifice, dedication, and loyalty. Mr. Maldonado himself served during the Vietnam War. Mrs. Maldonado, Miss Sally, is a fighter herself, I can assure you. From all stories, ma'am, you're quite a fighter. So it comes as no surprise to me when I realize that every male descendant of the Maldonado family, every male descendant, I'll say again, of the Maldonado family has served our great nation. And knowing the backstory, I'm not surprised at all to know where that comes from. So ma'am, sir, thank you. Thank you for what you've done. All right. Always good for one of those. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've gathered here today to celebrate this final chapter, the last sentences being written in Gunner Sergeant Maldonado's book of the Marine Corps, his history. And these final sentences, before we put that period there, we thumbed through the book and we realized that over these years, Gunny has served in every Marine Expeditionary Force we have in the Marine Corps. East Coast, West Coast, overseas. Gunner Sergeant Maldonado served 2 tours in Iraq, a 3rd tour in OIR, what later became known as Special Purpose Mag-TAC Crisis Response. And then not for nothing, did a combat recruiting tour in Montgomery, Alabama. Roll Tide. And I said the great state of Florida, so I had to get a Roll Tide in there. But seriously, cover the gamut and everything you would want out of a U.S. Marine in service to our country. Gunner Sergeant Maldonado has done that and much more. So Gunny, today, on a beautiful day in Southern California, we all come here out of respect for you and your entire family, for the loyalty and dedication you and your entire family have displayed over the many years. We gather here today, Gunny, to wish you the very best. Chapter ends, you're about to put a period in it. It ends and you're moving on. We wish you nothing but success in your future endeavors. Semper Fidelis.
Thank you very much. Wow, let me go around the room here. 20 years is a long time. Yvonne from the Fire Services. Got Riverside County Sheriff Jose, Ferraro family, my parents. Received a phone call from my son who's in Iraq and says, Dad, it's hot as shit out here. I said, okay, you decided to be in 03. But he called me. Thank you, staff and COs, officers, every single one of you. This chapter started for me, here we go, sir, 1989, but you still got me. July 16th of 1989, I went to boot camp. And I was staying at Parris Island, South Carolina, during Desert Storm. And we deployed, we pushed forward, came back, and then I also went to Honduras and Nicaragua as a translator for Aguas Terra in Honduras, and did a stint there. Did my 4 years and got out, and I had what's called blue light syndrome, and I became a cop. Those of you that don't know, I was a DUI cop in Daytona Beach, Florida. Did that for a while, but the only problem was my shift was 1500 to 03, 2 on, 2 off. I was a zombie. And she remembers when she was like this, she didn't even know who Daddy was, because I was always gone. Did that for a while, came back, but the cry to come back to the Marine Corps has always been there. I wanted to finish. Here I am. So, I'll keep this short. Gunny Stock Mike, him and I go back, you know, way back, you know. Master Sergeant Armendariz, thank you very much. You know, Marines, you know, family, friends. Corporal Calendar, you'll be just fine. Keep your head out of your ass, you'll be good. Stand up straight, you'll be good to go. Master Sergeant Ellis, now I got to know Master Sergeant Ellis, you know, when we were RBE, and let me tell you, You know, if there's a person when you're angry or mad that can make you feel good, just listen to his voice. I call him Morgan Freeman. But I mean, when I first met him, I seriously thought I was talking to Morgan Freeman. I'm like, man, I was mad, but I'm not mad anymore. So anyway, Glenn Garcia, we're talking, we're good. You know, sir, airfield ops, I know I'm a fuels Marine by trade. Pulled me over to the safety realm, learned a lot, and you know, environmental, I really like that position, and that's where I'll be moving forward. So I'll keep this short. Sir, Sergeant Major, I tell you what, sir, I go around, I make my way around the Marines. They love me. I'll tell you that. And honestly, you know, no BS. All these Marines, they care about you. And it's because you're real, and that's what they care about. You're straight up. Sergeant Major, same thing, you know. And that's what the Marines want. And that's the legacy that I want to leave behind. Be real with yourself. And I'll leave you with this last and final quote. You know, I learned this from a Sergeant Major when I got off recruiting unit, because every time you go in as a staff to say, hey, dog, you know what a yo dog is when you need something done, right? Well, you know, and everybody's, I can't, you know, or I won't, or I don't know how. So, Sergeant Major Sanford, who's not here, God bless him. You know, he's gone, moved on. There's another Sergeant Major on the recruiting unit. I can't, I won't, I don't know how. It's not my vocabulary, young Marines. Remember that. Learn how to say yes. Find a way to get the job done. Just don't say no. So I'll leave you with that. Family, friends, Sergeant Major, sir, and that's all I got. Thank you, Marines, for all that you do. I know you're tired of me and ready for me to shut the hell up, but y'all did not standing ceremony. Just fun.
Flowers are now being presented to Gunner Sergeant Maldonado's mother, Mrs. Sally Maldonado, and Gunner Sergeant Maldonado's daughter, Jasmine Maldonado. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the posting of the colors and remain standing for the playing of Anchors Aweigh in the Marines hymn.
How's the colors?
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Please be seated for the presentation of Old Glory. dedication and exceptional leadership qualities, GySgt Maldonado has earned the respect and admiration from all Marines with whom he has served. The significance for the flag being passed from each Marine, representing respect and tradition he has achieved throughout his distinguished career. I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings. I stand watch in America's halls of justice. I fly majestically over great institutions of learning. I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Look up and see me. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident. I am proud. When I'm flown with my fellow banners, my head is a little higher, my colors a little truer. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am saluted. I am respected. I am revered. I am loved. And I am feared. I have fought in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. Gettysburg, Shiloh, Appomattox, San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, the Argonne Forest, Rome, the beaches of Normandy, Guam, Okinawa, Korea, Vietnam, in the Persian Gulf, and a score of places, long forgotten by all but those who were there with me. I was there. I led my Marines. I followed them. I watched over them. They loved me. I was on a small hill in Iwo Jima. I was dirty, battle-worn, and tired. But my Marines cheered me, and I was proud. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of countries that I have helped set free. It has not hurt, for I am invincible. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of my own country. And when it is by those whom I have served in battle, it hurt. But I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the bonds of earth, and from my vantage point on the moon, I stand watch over the uncharted new frontiers of space. I have been a silent witness to all of America's finest hours, but my finest hour comes when I am torn into strips to be used as bandages for my wounded comrades on the field of battle. When I fly at half-mast to honor my Marines, sailors, and when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the graveside of her fallen son or daughter. I am proud. My name is Old Glory. Long may I wave. Dear God, long may I wave.
For 20 years, this Marine stood the watch. While some of us lay sleeping in our bunks at night, this Marine stood the watch. While some of us were in school, learning our trade, this Marine stood the watch. Yes, before some of us were even born, this Marine stood the watch. In those years, when the storm clouds of war could be seen brewing on the horizon of history, this Marine stood the watch. Many a time he cast an eye ashore and see his family standing there, needing his guidance and help, needing that hand to hold during those hard times. But he still stood the watch. He stood the watch for 20 years. He stood the watch so that we, our families, and our fellow countrymen could sleep soundly in safety each and every night, knowing a Marine stood the watch. Today we're here to say, Marine, you stand relieved. Relieved by those you have trained, guided, and led. GySgt Maldonado, you stand relieved. 8. We have the watch.
On behalf of the Marines and sailors of MWSS 373, GySgt Maldonado, we wish you and your family fair winds and following seas. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attendance. Please join us, staff and COs and officers, and all family members at the rocker for GySgt Maldonado's final goodbyes.
Everything out and out. Take charge, plan today.